This is gonna blow your mind. Raj was never meant to be rich. Born into a family that struggled to make ends meet, his future seemed predetermined. The narrow lanes of New York slums were his playground, and the constant hum of the city was the soundtrack of his life. His father worked long hours as a taxi driver, while his mother took on odd jobs to support the family. Despite their hard work, they barely managed to scrape by. He grew up in a cramped New York flat, sharing a single room with his family of 6. Privacy was a luxury they couldn't afford, and every corner of their tiny home was filled with the sounds of life, cooking, cleaning, and the occasional argument. Raj often found solace on the rooftop where he could escape the chaos and dream of a better life. His days were spent navigating crowded streets, selling hot dogs from a rickety cart. The work was grueling and the earnings were meager. Yet, Raj never complained. He knew that every hot dog he sold contributed to his family's survival. The streets were his classroom, teaching him the value of hard work and perseverance. But Raj had a secret, a smartphone that held the key to his escape. It was an old second-hand device, but to Raj it was a portal to another world. He spent his nights exploring the internet, fascinated by the endless possibilities it offered. He stumbled upon the world of NFTs, non-fungible tokens, and was intrigued by the concept of digital ownership. On it, he traded NFTs, these strange digital tokens that represented ownership of online art and collectibles. The idea seemed absurd at first. How could something that existed only in the digital realm have any value? But as he delved deeper, he realized the potential. He saw people making fortunes by buying and selling these digital assets, and he wanted in. He started small, learning the ropes, mastering the jargon. He joined online forums, watched countless tutorials, and even reached out to experienced traders for advice. His initial investments were modest, but he was patient. He knew that success wouldn't come overnight. Slowly but surely he began to understand the market dynamics and the factors that influenced the value of NFTs. He felt the rush of his first profits. It was a small amount, but to Raj, it was a sign that he was on the right track. The thrill of making money from something he was passionate about was exhilarating. He reinvested his earnings, always looking for the next big opportunity. His confidence grew with each successful trade. Soon Raj wasn't just surviving, he was thriving. His earnings from NFTs far surpassed what he made selling hot dogs. He moved his family to a better apartment, one with enough space for everyone. The sense of accomplishment was overwhelming. For the first time in his life he felt in control of his destiny. He rented an apartment, bought his parents a new television all before his 20th birthday. His family couldn't believe the transformation. They were proud of him but also a bit bewildered by his success. Raj tried to explain the concept of NFTs to them, but it was a world far removed from their reality. Nonetheless, they were grateful for the newfound comfort and security. Raj, the hot dog vendor, was now an NFT king, a millionaire in the shadows. He continued to trade, always on the lookout for the next big trend. His story spread through the online community, inspiring others to explore the world of NFTs. He became a mentor, sharing his knowledge and helping others achieve their dreams. His story, though fictional, is not unique. Across the globe, countless individuals are finding new ways to create wealth in the digital age. They come from all walks of life, united by their ambition and the opportunities offered by the internet. The barriers that once limited their potential are being dismantled, one digital transaction at a time. Across the globe, a new breed of millionaires is emerging, their fortunes made not on Wall Street or in Silicon Valley, but in the shadowy corners of the internet. They are the pioneers of the dark economy, a realm where traditional rules don't apply. Here, innovation and creativity are the currencies of success. Their fortunes made not on Wall Street or in Silicon Valley, but in the shadowy corners of the internet, in a realm we call the dark economy. This new frontier is reshaping the way we think about wealth and success. It is a world where anyone with a smartphone and a dream can become a millionaire. But in the shadowy corners of the internet, in a realm we call the dark economy, it is a place of both great opportunity and great risk, where fortunes can be made and lost in the blink of an eye. For those who dare to venture into this world, the rewards can be life-changing. Raj's story is a testament to the power of the digital age and the limitless possibilities it holds. The dark economy isn't about drugs or guns, not always. It's a complex web of hidden transactions and secretive deals that operate outside the traditional financial systems. While the mainstream media often focuses on the sensational aspects, the reality is far more intricate and multifaceted. It's a place where traditional rules don't apply, where the boundaries of legality are often blurred, and where innovation meets exploitation. In this shadowy realm, the lines between right and wrong are not always clear-cut. Here, fortunes are made and lost in the blink of an eye. The stakes are incredibly high and the players are often anonymous, hidden behind layers of encryption and pseudonyms. It's a high-risk, high-reward environment that attracts those willing to gamble with their financial futures. Think of it as a parallel financial universe, existing alongside the one we know. This underground economy operates in the shadows, yet it is intricately connected to the mainstream financial systems. The two worlds often intersect in unexpected ways, creating a complex and dynamic landscape. It's fueled by anonymity, driven by speculation, and shrouded in secrecy. The allure of the dark economy lies in its promise of untold riches, but it also comes with significant risks. The lack of regulation and oversight means that participants must navigate a treacherous terrain, where trust is a rare commodity. Take the Ethereum name service, for instance. This innovative system allows users to register human-readable names for their cryptocurrency addresses, making it easier to send and receive digital assets. It's a small but significant part of the broader blockchain ecosystem, which is itself a cornerstone of the dark economy. It's like the internet's phone book, connecting complicated website addresses to simple, memorable names. This service has become incredibly valuable, with some names fetching astronomical prices. The market for these digital assets is driven by a combination of utility, speculation, and the desire for prestige. A name like Pizza. ETH sold for a staggering $2.6 million. This transaction highlights the speculative nature of the market, where the perceived value of a digital asset can skyrocket based on demand and hype. It's a modern-day gold rush, with investors hoping to strike it rich by securing valuable digital real estate. Then there's the world of digital sneakers, virtual shoes that exist only online. These digital collectibles have become a cultural phenomenon, with enthusiasts willing to pay top dollar for limited edition pairs. The market for digital sneakers is fueled by a combination of fashion, technology, and the desire for exclusivity. Limited edition pairs change hands for tens of thousands of dollars, their value driven purely by hype and scarcity. The digital sneaker market is a microcosm of the broader dark economy, where the value of an asset is often determined by perception, rather than intrinsic worth. And let's not forget AI-generated art, where algorithms create unique pieces, some selling for eye-watering sums. This emerging market is a testament to the creativity and innovation that thrives in the digital underground. Artists and technologists are pushing the boundaries of what is possible, creating new forms of expression and value. These are just a few examples of the strange and lucrative markets thriving in the digital underground. From digital real estate to virtual fashion, the dark economy is a constantly evolving landscape, driven by innovation and speculation. It's a world where fortunes can be made overnight, but where the risks are equally high. This is the new face of the dark economy, a digital Wild West where the stakes are high, the rewards are tempting, and the risks are often ignored. In this unregulated frontier, the bold and the daring can find immense opportunities, but they must also be prepared to face the consequences of their actions. The dark economy is a testament to the power of human ingenuity and the relentless pursuit of wealth, even in the most unconventional of places. The seeds of this shadow economy were sown during the chaos of the 2008 financial crisis. The world watched in horror as financial giants crumbled and the stock market plummeted, leaving a trail of economic devastation in its wake. This crisis was not just a financial one, it was a crisis of trust. Trust in traditional financial institutions crumbled. People rushed to withdraw their savings, fearing the worst. Bank lobbies, once bustling with activity, became eerily empty as financial institutions struggled to stay afloat. People were angry, disillusioned. They craved alternatives, a way to escape the rigged system. Protests erupted worldwide, with individuals demanding accountability and change. The public's faith in the established financial order was shattered. Enter Bitcoin, a digital currency free from government control, a beacon of hope in a sea of financial uncertainty. Created by an unknown entity under the pseudonym Satoshi Nakamoto, Bitcoin promised a new way of conducting transactions, one that was decentralized and transparent. It was the spark that ignited the revolution. Bitcoin's emergence signaled the beginning of a new era, one where individuals could take control of their financial destiny without relying on traditional banks or governments. Cryptocurrency cracked open the door, and decentralized markets flooded in. Blockchain technology, the backbone of Bitcoin, enabled secure and transparent transactions, paving the way for a myriad of other digital currencies and decentralized platforms. These platforms, operating on blockchain technology, promised transparency and security. They offered a level of trust that traditional financial institutions could no longer provide. Every transaction was recorded on an immutable ledger visible to all, ensuring accountability. They offered a haven for those seeking financial freedom outside the grasp of governments and banks. People began to see the potential for a new kind of economy, one that was more inclusive and less susceptible to the whims of powerful financial entities. But like any revolution, it came with unintended consequences. The rise of cryptocurrencies also brought challenges, including regulatory scrutiny, market volatility, and the potential for misuse. As the shadow economy grew, so did the complexities and risks associated with it. What drives people to these markets? Is it greed, the allure of easy money, or is it something deeper? Imagine the adrenaline rush of a winning trade, the thrill of watching your investment multiply overnight. It's addictive, a high that keeps you coming back for more. This is the psychology of the dark economy, a potent cocktail of fear, excitement, and the seductive promise of riches. But the same mechanisms that create excitement can also lead to ruin. The fear of missing out, the herd mentality, these can cloud judgment, leading to impulsive decisions and devastating losses. The dark economy preys on our deepest desires, exploiting our vulnerabilities for profit.